right, we're in Sandstone Ridge. So this is the actual street. We're back towards the end. It's a dead end cul-de-sac. We're towards the end, but I don't believe, yeah, we're not actually in the cul-de-sac. I think it's being shown right now. All right, this is it. So we'll go in as soon as these guys leave, and then we have a showing right behind us. This is it. And I'll tell you, most people that I show houses to appreciate being at the end of the cul-de-sac, but not at the very end, so you don't have the pie-shaped lot where you're kind of like bunched in with your neighbors. You have a larger backyard with the end of the cul-de-sac. But here, you know, being one of the last houses before you actually get into the cul-de-sac, with a standard, you know, you should have the standard rectangular lot or what have you. The roof looks great. I believe that's cement lap box, aka Hardy Plank. Hardy Plank is the commercial name for manufacturer, but Hardy Plank is commercial, cement lap box. Good Lord. Looks like some of this landscaping appears to be for that home, but just I didn't have to look at the lot line, but it looks like the landscaping comes onto this lot. You can see the fence line over here. It's a picket fence. Very nice. Driveway looks not bad. It's in better condition than the last house we left. I know these will be two separate videos, so if you didn't see the last one, but this is definitely in better condition. You'd probably stand to be resealed again. You can see how the lay of the lot kind of comes down from the street. Comes down from the street, kind of towards the house, but then off to the side. Trip cap looks okay. So let's go ahead and get inside. We have aggregate sidewalk here. It could stand to be resealed. And let's come on in. This is not on a spring, but this could easily be fixed. Taken care of. TARDIS blue for all you Doctor Who fans. Floors look fantastic. You can see you come in. It's sort of like a two-story foyer with a bit of a capture just above this. There's a catwalk up here. You wrap around stairs, newel posts, articulated. And then we have, there's my camera guy. And then this would be what living room, flex room. Falls into the dining room. Very nice picture framing. I think you call it wainscoting, but it's not what it is. Picture framing, picture boxing, chair rail. Yeah, nicely trimmed out. Double pane windows. The other showing's already here. Can you believe that? We've been in here for 5 minutes. It's okay. We still have time. And it's a dim light. That's as bright as that thing goes. Well, if that's the worst thing, we can always get that taken care of after you get the place. It's like Grant County. Give me just 1 second to see who's at the door. They're a little early. It's only an hour early, and I'm getting the signal to put my mask back on. Yay. It's eat-in kitchen. Lots of natural light in here. You can see the fixtures. Not a whole lot of different flooring in here, Amanda. Just picking on you. And there's wood on the deck there. It's like original cabinets and drawers, but they've been painted. And recessed lighting. Carpet, I would say, feels good. I don't think it's new, but appears to be in pretty good condition. Maybe it is new. This might be new. Excuse me. Oh, actually, the pantry with radioactive honey. We were just talking about. I'll tell you about it later. Gas. I don't know if that's really radioactive honey, but apparently that's such a thing. Gas logs. You have built-in shelving over there. The TV nook, which is not everybody. You know, that was the big thing back in the 80s. Oh, and I didn't give you numbers on this. How about that? Okay, so this one, they're asking $360 even, 2484 square feet, puts about $145 a square foot. To give you an idea, the house that we just came from was $325, 2264 square feet, and that put it at about 144 square foot. So give you an idea of, you know, house to house and asking price. And so gas water heater. Do not see a date on. I'm having trouble even finding the serial number on this thing. Maybe you can get that on the video, and then we can look at it later if that becomes an issue, so we can figure it out. And I believe, is this one also single zone here?
So 2004.
Could be your video camera eyes are better than mine. Which that probably looks about right. I'd say that's somewhere between 10 to. That could be anywhere from 8 to 10 years old. You know, when you're not getting rained on in the sunshine and everything else, they tend to look a little fresher. Looks like a brand new train furnace, gas furnace here. You have single zone. Looks like there's a damper system here, so you can direct more heat downstairs when you need it, more cool upstairs when you need it. So that's nice to have. But it is single zone here. So. But as long as you have the damper system, you know, you're out here a couple times a year and just do a little flip of the switch. At least it's not in the crawl space, which that does happen, or you have to, you know, go up a scuttle hole to get into the attic. Panel boxes over here. This is a 2-car garage. It's a tight 2, but it is a 2-car garage. I asked them to take down the pegboard, so you couldn't have any pegboard in here, Sean. You have storage up here. Technically, this would have to, at least what's mounted to the ceiling would have to stay. This may not stay. So if you did make an offer, you could potentially put this in there. Oh, and just so that you know, I did get your text about potentially making an offer here. So I don't think I've replied to that yet because I wanted to keep it open as a reminder. Pedestrian doors going out. 200 amp service with free bays. Get some free bays in there. The last house did not. Okay. So you have give some dimensions on the room size here. So this, they didn't give us any room measurements. I can try to come back in and get room measurements, but I don't think we'll have time to do it today. We did get to see the pantry, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll probably have a coat closet here. It's actually storage. I guess you could throw your coat in there if you wanted it. That's probably your coat closet here. Yeah, coat closet. It's actually a pretty deep for a coat closet. Easy for me to say. 6-panel doors, and then we have our half bath. Cultured marble. That's seated properly. Feels fine. Look, maybe had a leak at one time. You can hear that bit of a squeak there, crunch. And these are not the laminated type of cabinets and drawers, which you typically don't find in this age home, which is 1990. 1990, 4 beds, 2.5 baths. This is Woolridge Elementary. Carpet on the stairs looks newer. It's not new. That's going to be a walk-up attic, which we'll go to in just a minute.
That?
Probably.
It's our room.
Yeah, that's going to be a walk-up attic right there.
Okay.
Oh, that's probably, this is going to be the master. Let's go into the master. Let's do it. Roof looks great. Ceiling fan, ceiling light. That is a king size bed. I know it's a little more challenging to get an idea of scale from the video, but that is a king size bed. I don't know what, oops, sorry. I don't know what these marks are, but I don't think they're water related. Same thing there. I don't know what that is. Okay, so then this will take us into hers and her walk-in closets with that looks like cherry. I don't know what type of wood that is, but or it could be composite actually. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's some type of composite. So I don't think that's actual wood, but it looks nice, feels nice. We have tile in here that's probably LVT maybe. Don't quote me on that, but I think it could be LVT. This is culture marble, double vanity, nice. So you're not sharing the same spit sink with Amanda. Skylight. These are double pane windows. They appear to be original. Okay. And we have a seat in the shower here, which is especially nice if you're on the first floor master, because somebody doesn't have someone with mobility issues would appreciate that. But if you have mobility issues, you're not feasibly putting in a seated elevator to come up the stairs here with the roundabout stair. And since we're here, let's go up to the walk-up attic. And I will let you go ahead and so they don't get a shot of my behind. Nice floored insulation. Looks, I would say, is acceptable. And this is what I was talking about from the other house. You can see at one time this did leak. I think this is a new roof here now, but you can see this is typically, it's going to be your usual suspects where you will find leaks starting.
It's the cleanest attic I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's nice. They're really organized. Yep. And this is you also have the attic fan. That looks like a newer attic fan. So I think you'd be hard pressed to have like mold issues up here because a good amount of circulation, which you can come across if you get a stifling attic. I see it quite a bit actually.
Some steep stairs though.
What's that?
Some steep stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, it could turn into a sliding board if you're not careful. Okay. These are not built in over here. So just so you know that it's not built in. I don't think that'd be a big deal, but so there aren't any issues. Linen closet. Bedroom number 2. I'm not sure how they have it listed in MLS or on Trulia or Zillow or Realtor.com, but the same color as your room, isn't it? Glass knob, resin knob on the doors here. Cute. This is a cute room. Okay, let me just take a peek at these windows. This place is. Aha! See what I say? This place has been too perfect so far. There has to be like a blown seal or something somewhere. Gotcha. Anyways, I've run about 150 bucks or so to fix. Yeah, maybe 200. 150 pre-COVID prices. Yeah, so one blown seal so far, which is, so these windows, let me check and see this. Yeah, these are original. I swear I thought I remember seeing newer ones. I might be thinking of the last house. So I was thinking that maybe some had been replaced while some had not. Hall bath. So you have a 4-bedroom house, so you could potentially have 3 bedrooms, even if it's just for resale purposes. sharing one hall bath, one sink, which yes, I hear everything. Looks like that has leaked at one time, but again, we have a newer roof on here, so I'm sure that's been addressed, but it could stand to be painted in here.
I like how it's like.
Yeah. So if you have like 3 bedrooms, typically, single vanity is fine. Even 4 bedrooms, it just depends on who you are. But for resale purposes, I have had people say that they need a double vanity, so that way the kids aren't fighting over whose sink is whose. But first world problems. Cool room. So this is the frog. Flex room over the garage, in case you didn't catch any of the other videos. And we have knee wall over here, full dormer over here, closet. How far back does that go over there?
It's about arm length. Both sides.
Okay. You almost fell.
Yeah, well.
I was talking to them like they're in here.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is nice. Looks like your utilities are on the same level as the master, which is, I don't get it very often, but I guess people that have had to trek up and down to do their laundry, I do hear from them that they prefer to have their utilities, their laundry on the same level as the master. This isn't a pan. Great. If you were to have a small leak or whatever, you're safe. But if it's a more significant leak, which is what they tend to do, if it does happen to be a leak, that drain line, if there is a drain line in place, which I do not see one, it might be back there, but if there is a drain line in place, like from the floor leading to outside, there's no way that drain line is going to keep up, but I guess it could help mitigate some of the damage. All right. I'm totally turned around now. We might be over the garage here. Still, yeah, we are. At least partially we are, for sure. Let's take a gander. Yeah, we are. Here's another blown seal and mold. You know what? So, now I'm thinking of the other place. The other place that we looked at were the train furnace, where it said 2000. I can actually feel that in my throat right now. That's mold right here. But this is a blown seal paired with mold. That's a blown seal here as well. And this one could be, or it could just be dirty. That's a blown seal. So I'm counting about 5 blown seals so far. But I can almost guarantee you probably 90% of the people that walk through this house won't see that. So anyway, you're armed with that knowledge now. Okay, so what time are we looking at? All right, we need to get the outside, okay? All right, pull my drawers up. Yeah, so the aggregate, you can see, you're gonna have water coming down here. This is definitely on the lower side. The aggregate somewhat could stand to be sealed before you start losing aggregate, before you start losing rocks, but nothing major. Let's see, we have gutters in place, downspouts, a little bit of I wouldn't even call that a stress fracture. That's just kind of like, doesn't look like much of anything, on its own. Grass and landscaping was really nice. It's actually kind of picturesque through here. I like this.
Yeah, I really like this neighborhood.
Actually, we'll put an offer in on it. We won't let Amanda Sean do it. All right, okay, just kidding. This is a nice place though. Let's see. A little bit of something there, but that's a little bit of nothing though. Should probably call it. All right, okay, so let's do this. This is going to be your central air unit, because it was a furnace here, right? I believe it was a furnace. 2004. What was this electric? You might be thinking of the last house. Good gosh, I'm getting all turned around. Yeah, so this is the Yeah, so that's the central air unit, 2004. And you know, Sean, you've been in the HVAC business. Your central air unit, they tend to last you a lot longer than a heat pump because you're not going back and forth between heat and cool. It has one job, and it's going to be working partial through the year. 2004 central air unit should run you. You should be able to get 17, 15, 17, 20 plus years out of a central air unit as long as it's being taken care of, and it's a train, which is good. Service. Picket fence. Don't recall seeing any dog bowls or anything, but just be mindful of any treats laying in the yard. It's like a collar cross space, at least at this end. I do not see vapor barrier in place. Insulation does look a bit stringy, but you have to figure it looks like they're going in and out through here quite a bit. So the insulation, it could be getting dragged by, the lawnmower and whatever else. Never a good idea to have propellants, gas, anything like that in your crawl. I would recommend getting a storage unit here, detached storage unit. But the rest of the insulation, from what I can see, and I know it's dark on the video, the rest of the insulation looks fine. Here's our gas line, so it is a furnace. What you could switch over to, you could get the, if you prefer gas cooking, you get that plumbed and change it over. I think this was electric cooking here. We have a gas water heater. Yeah, I did see a touch of swelling at one of the boards, one of the cement lab box boards. So this stuff, you still really kind of need to keep this stuff painted as well. So if you guys, again, this is the hot tub conversation. If something's not permanently affixed to the property, like the play set, even the trampoline, make sure you put that in your offer if you want it to stay. The spacing on these boards, on the decking boards, is not it's not sequential. Some of the boards are spaced out a little bit further than others. So, again, nitpicking, whatever. If we're out here having some drinks and everything, it's not something that I would probably notice it because I'm a realtor and I see this stuff every day, but it's really not a big deal. And it's actually a nice size deck. Yep.
Yeah, fairly decent.
Also, this lighting is not permanently attached. Don't expect it to remain attached. Patio area, not permanent here. Trash, recycle. There's your gas log. That does get hot. The kids will touch that one time and one time only. And overhang on the roof looks good. Sometimes if it's a little too shallow, when I say the overhang on the roof, I'm talking about where the shingles come off the sides there, and sometimes, and even along the fronts and backs. But if it doesn't overhang enough, you can have water actually travel back underneath. Going places it shouldn't go. It's like a bad day at the beach. Yeah, roof looks really good. Nice sized yard. And let's see how far back that goes. I'm pulling up the property map now, parcel map. See if it goes beyond the fence line. Tell me. There's an easement. There's an easement back here, and you have to keep access to the easement. So there's a gate right here. It doesn't tell me what type of easement. I imagine it's probably a utility easement. But typically, those PEDs will land right about on the corner of your of lots. Thereabouts. It's not a marker, but that's probably pretty close to where your yard actually goes back to, somewhere in that, somewhere in that vicinity. All right. Okay. Well, we got work to do. We're gonna get this video uploaded for you, and let me know what you think.